This is the vacuum form machine that we're going to use to make our plastic parts. It's in the School of Design wood shop. At this point, we've made our 3D files of our part, and I'm going to show how to do that in 3D program. And then we're going to make 3D prints of that to use in the vacuum form machine. So this is just a demonstration of how the vacuum form machine is going to work. So this is the part. This is the pattern or mold. Both terms are used in the industry. And we are going to take a flat piece of plastic and we're going to heat that and suck that over this mold. And this is the part that we're going to get out of this. You can see it fits right on there. And when it cools, it's nice and rigid and it's clear. This particular one is a little bit complex. It is a trifold. So I have these living hinges that I've incorporated into the mold, and it comes around, it's going to trap a graphic on the inside and the product, which happens to be a light bulb for this particular design. All right, so we have the control panel. I'm going to review all this. I'm not going to expect you guys to do this on your own. I will be here with you. I just want to review what the process is in doing this. So I have two patterns made. One was a little bit of a mistake, so they made another one, so I got two. So I'm going to try to do two of these at the same time. So what we have to do is place our patterns inside and space them out generously in the middle here. And it's a little hard to see, but you'll see that when I raise the bed, how that comes out. Okay, so we got those placed on there. I'm using 30 thousandths thick PETG, so it's a clear material. It heats up very nicely. It has a protective film on it. PETG scratches very easily, so I'm going to leave the film on, and it can thermoform with all the protective materials on the outside, so it really works out quite well. So what we're going to do is put this on over the opening. There's a foam seal here, which makes a really tight bond. So when the suction occurs, it is quite effective. Like I mentioned, I have the heater started. It took about 10 minutes to heat that up, so that's ready to go. So now I'm going to clamp this down to hold the material in position. It's a little heavy. So now that is trapped and locked in there. So what we need to do, the heater is in the back. I'm going to bring the heater over and heat up this piece of plastic. We can do it by time, but I'm also going to just check to see how it is. Once it starts to droop and fall down in a little bit, it will know that it's ready. Okay, bringing the heater completely over. So there's a timer on there, it counts down. But we've tried this before and it took a few seconds, not very long. So once that heats up and I check that, I'm going to push the heater all the way back out of the way. And there are two buttons on the side of the control panel. And the reason I do that, it's a safety feature. So you're over here and you've got to press both buttons at the same time, and that will raise up the platform and turn on the suction. Just about ready. Once we turn it on, it does go very quickly. Okay, that looks ready. So I just turned on the cooling fan. I turned off the suction. Okay, that was a quick release. It blows air up underneath and just sort of separates it from the platform. Okay, now I'm going to move the bed down. Okay. There we go. Okay, so you can see that part fell out very easily. That's because we've incorporated draft angle. There's a lot of angles on this, so it comes out of the mold very easily. And I'm going to talk more about that when we develop our 3D data file of these parts, on how that works. This other one, since it was a little bit warped, is getting trapped. A bit of the plastic is coming underneath, so it's going to take a little bit more energy for me to get that out of there. But the parts that we need are up on the top here. I have my flange all around this edge. The rest of this is going to be scrap material that I'm going to cut away. So I'm going to show how to do the preparation for all of that. So I got a little bit of webbing on this part here. Okay, so that's using the vacuum form machine, and I will align that with some of the other tutorials so you have an idea of what to expect. Thank you.